Hello everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are as always your hosts Arne and Carlos.
And we are here in beautiful Lofoten, the land of the midnight sun, some of the most stunning islands in Norway. We've been spending some time here enjoying a lot of different activities. And today we are actually just gonna talk a little bit about one of our favorite reruns that you will be seeing today.
Yeah, and we will show you how we make a sock with no heel.
Or a spiral sock, as it is also
sock.
called.
It's a very easy sock and it's really fun to make.
Yeah.
So that's what we will show you today.
And it's funny because it is a spiral sock. It's really twisted, and then once you put it on, it will hug your heel and fit perfectly. Now, when we made this tutorial a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, we did have a lot of comments that we read, and there were a lot of people saying that, oh, you've taken away the heel from us, and the heel is the best part. And I agree, it is really fun to knit a sock heel, but this sock is super, super fun to make. As you will see in the video, we hope you enjoy it, and we will be back in August with brand new episodes, so stay tuned. Hi everybody, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts Arne and Carlos, and today we are here back with socks and sock yarn. We're going to talk a little bit about the latest yarns that we have designed. The Mountains and Fjords, which is the collection that we did in 2018. And also in early 2018, we released a collection of perfect socks for children, the Nerjordet kids colors. We're going to be talking about that. And we have a nice pattern for you for, I mean, we've done the easiest sock in the world. We've done the second easiest sock in the world. And now we have a pattern for a not so easy sock in the world.
Well, it's easy, but it's like maybe the fifth easiest.
Okay, so maybe the fifth or the sixth easiest sock in the world, which is a fun sock because if you don't want to learn how to turn a heel, this is a completely heelless sock that still fits your foot perfectly.
Yeah. In Norwegian, this is called a spiral sock.
So a spiral sock.
Spiral sock. We found it in one of our old magazines from the 40s. Mm-hmm. So we just checked how it was made, and then we made some small changes to adjust it to this yarn.
Yep.
And actually, when you make this kind of sock in the thin yarn, I think it's really good. Mm-hmm. But some people say that if they knit the sock in a thicker yarn, a lot of the fabric will be on top of their foot, kind of. Where,
oh yeah.
So, because it looks like this, it's knitted. This is knitted toe up, and you move the stitches.
Okay.
Well, how that forskyv?
Yeah, you move the stitches.
So you get this spiral.
The spiral effect.
So this way you don't need a heel because when you put it on,
yeah,
it shapes.
So. I know a lot about sewing, and I kind of look at it and I think about a bias cut fabric, Arne.
Yeah.
So when you cut a fabric on the bias, which means that you're not cutting the thread, the fabric along the thread like this, but you're cutting the fabric horizontally where the thread is going on the bias. That's what is a bias cut fabric. If you cut a fabric and make a dress out of that, the dress will fit better. It will be more curved,
more
elastic, and it will shape after the woman's curves. And I'm thinking that this would be the equivalent of a bias cut dress. So this is the sock knitted on the bias, if you want to call it that.
So it's like this. I can show on my big needles.
Okay.
How I do it.
And now we're using these really great needles from Prim that are quickly becoming our favorite needles. One of the biggest reasons why they are a favorite needle, in addition to the shape of the needle and the point, the color is fantastic. They're white, so they're super, super easy to see if you have eyesight problems. Or for us doing a video, it's perfect because every single stitch shows perfectly on camera.
And look, it's not slippery.
No, not at all. They're really good.
They don't slip off. So this is, I can show you quick how we do it, but this is like the big version.
Okay.
But on our socks we work with 4 knits and 4 purls, and then we do like 3 rounds with knit and purl, and then we move the stitches. So if you look at this now, I have 3 rounds with knit and 3 rounds with purl, and now it's time to move them. So the way we do it is that then we, instead of knitting 4, we knit 3.
Oops.
Oops. And then we purl 4.
Freya. Okay. Freya's gonna go bark at something while we continue the tutorial.
And then I knit 4. So now you see the knit stitch came over the purl, so it's moving. Then the last stitch is a purl, so I purl it, but then I bring it back on the needle where it came from. So this purl goes now over to needle number 2.
Freya's getting really upset about something. Freya! Freya! Come here, baby! Come here!
I tried to explain something.
We're trying to
here.
do a tutorial here, darling.
Okay, so that's 4 purl. Then I knit 4, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 5 left on the needle, and then I'm on the purl, so it will be 4 purl. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I knit the last stitch, and I squeeze it over, or put it on the needle where it came from. So that's the first of the next 4. So this is how we move the stitches around. 2, 3, 4, then you purl 4. And you knit 4. And 1 purl, squeeze the purl back, or put it back where it came from, and bring it over to the next needle. So this is what we do every 4th round. We move the stitches, and we move them the same way. So we're not going this way or that way. You have to go the same way all the time to make that spiral. So this is the last needle. So 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 purl, and the last one is a knit. And then I put it back where it came from, and then I use the tail. I put the tail up, so that's my stitch marker. And then I'm back with 4, 4, and 4. So this 4. So now you can see I moved the knit stitch from there to there. So the twist is going to, which side is this? Or is it
The right.
Right.
The right side.
The right side. So this is how you make a sock with no heel.
It's really cool.
And we had also a lot of questions because we made this sock yarn for kids, and people asked us if they could make socks for themselves in the kids yarn.
In the kids' yarn.
And we tried to make it like with a normal heel, and that didn't work at all. But then we did the spiral sock.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked, but you
Like
get
an ankle sock, right?
You get an ankle sock.
So do you want to shall I lend out my foot and put it on? I'm wearing really thick socks today, but yeah, here you go.
the decreasing on the right
Hang
side.
on, let me redo this. I'm going to take off my other sock because that was not the best sock for this. Okay, there we go. It's a cute little ankle sock.
This is with 16 stitches on each needle, so this is our size. So I don't know if I will use it, but
I like ankle socks in the summer, so obviously I will be wearing them in cotton, not in wool.
Yeah.
But it's possible to do little ankle socks.
Or early spring. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to do ankle socks, they will look like that, and you can see how the heel kind of, or how the spirals kind of hug the heel. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know where to put my foot. But anyway.
And normally when you do socks with this yarn, you start from the inside.
Yeah.
And you go top down.
Yes.
But when we did the spiral, we started on the outside and we went toe up.
Yeah. But
because then you get more red on the toe.
Yeah. So this stripe here is actually the heel.
This is the heel. But for a spiral sock and the kids yarn, I think it works because you get stripes.
Yeah.
But I guess for a smaller size, it's better.
Yeah.
So this is 16 stitches on each.
So the good news is you can do ankle socks.
With the kids yarn.
Yeah. The bad news is if you want to do the sock the way you're supposed to, you still have to wait for Regia to release more adult colors, more adult socks in these colors. So if you really want them, put them in the comment field that you want them, and maybe Regia will read them and convince themselves that they should do these in adult sizes, because they should. But anyway, it's not our call because we don't own Regia. Regia is a brand in its own. We only freelance design for them. So tell us that you want them in adult sizes, and we will convey the message to Regia. In the meantime, though, if you do want some great socks in adult sizes, remember that the Mountains and Fjords is available now. It's available in 6 colorways. And the reason why it's called Mountains and Fjords is because we've got mountains and fjords on the socks. So you've got, let's see, you've got mountains. Where the hell are the mountains? Let's see. Well, there's mountains here. Yeah, you see there's mountains here.
And fjords under.
Yeah, here are the mountains, and then the fjords are kind of under. Yeah. So,
and this is also mountains and fjords.
That's mountains and fjord, and this is another colorway in mountains and fjord, and then the final mountains and fjord. This is not the perfect yarn. This is the Regia design line. It means that you don't get 2 identical socks unless you really work hard to do so. And the way you do it is that you do a super long tail cast on, a really long one, so that you have enough yarn to kind of identify the place where you took it. When you do the second sock, you can look for the yarn again that way. And you can obviously knit other things than socks with the Regia design line. You could do teddy bears.
Yeah, and if you look at this yarn, actually I marked where I started. So I found the same spot on this yarn. So this is where I started. So when I finish this one, I can start and get the same.
Oh, that's perfect. Really cool.
That's it.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we are going to be adding some patterns to our website. They will either be on our blog or our shop. It depends how far we've come designing our website by the time this video is published. In any case, you've got the patterns, the free patterns for the easiest sock in the world, the second easiest sock in the world. We're going to be posting a pattern for the 5th or the 6th or the 7th easiest sock in the world, which is this one. And we're also going to be posting the pattern for the ankle sock in the kids color, if you want to try that. Those patterns are going to be available for purchase, so you will be able to go to our shop or our blog and download them from there. If you want to do it.
And this is also easy. You just have to remember, you have to move those stitches.
Yeah. So if you want to do it, you can do that. And if you don't want to do it, you still have the easiest sock in the world and the second easiest sock in the world available for free on our website. So Arne, with that said, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're not a subscriber. We'd love to have you in the ARNE and CARLOS world. Remember, thumbs ups. If you really like the video, give us a thumbs up, please. And finally, the best way to stay in touch with us, in addition to subscribing to our YouTube channel, is to subscribe to our mailing list. So go on to our website, arnecarlos.com. There you'll find the opt-in box. You can pop your name and your email address in there, and we will be updating you with all sorts of fun news, including our schedules, which nowadays are only released through our mailing list. So
we should finish the next one.
Yeah, so I need a second sock for my other ankle or my other.
So we can post a picture of a pair.
Yes, and we look forward to a new tutorial with you in 1 week again. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi everybody, we are as always your hosts Arne and Carlos.
And we'd like to welcome you to some of the most stunning islands in Norway, Lofoten. We're on an adventure north of the Arctic Circle in the land of the midnight sun, and we hope that you will enjoy seeing a little bit of this island together with us.